Hey everyone, what's up? It's your girl Jere, and I'm coming to you really quickly with a little bit of my weight loss journey. Yes, I'm sharing everything, honey. Everything. So I'm going to explain to you guys how in the world did I gain 24 pounds and how I got it in check and I lost it over 3 months. If you want to hear more about this, stay tuned and make sure you thumbs up, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you comment and join all the fun. Join the journey, all right? When I was pregnant with my youngest daughter, as you guys know, I was going through a lot. So I wasn't really gaining the typical pregnancy weight. I stayed really small. In fact, my doctors were worried. They were making me drink like Ensure and things like that. But no matter what I did, I was just so stressed out that I could not gain weight. So with all my other pregnancies, I would start off like 150 and I would go up to like 210. No joke, y'all. I was eating. I was one of those pregnant people. So with Joanna, my last pregnancy, I started off about 155, 160, and I literally gained maybe 10 pounds. So I was 165, 170, and that's where I stayed the entire pregnancy. So it was different. It was different. So when she was finally born, it was easy to lose the weight and the weight just dropped off. I mean, my stomach dropped, like everything just dropped. I was breastfeeding, and because I was still kind of maybe a little bit stressed, I still wasn't really gaining weight. So all of my weight just melted off. So my parents had a community gym, and I would go to their gym every single morning, y'all. Like I would drop the kids to school, and then I would feed Joanna. I would let her go to sleep, and then I would knock out like an hour in the gym. Because I got my life together. I think that was the healthiest I've ever been and the most in shape I've been in my whole entire life as an adult. And I was like, yeah, I can do this. And I kept it going until I got into law school. In law school, your schedule is crazy. The way that everything is set up is like you really don't have much time to do anything but go to school and study. It was like a full-time job that you go there from like 9 to 5, and then when you get home, it's like you're never done because you got to read and prepare for the next day. So all of the free time that I had to work out and exercise and get myself together was gone. And then on top of that, my eating habits like really went crazy because I was always so busy. I wanted convenient and quick, and a lot of the times convenient and quick happens to be junk food. So instead of walking to a nice healthy place to get a salad, I was eating a slice of pizza every single day, y'all. I was getting tacos. I was just doing the most. And when it was time to study and I had to stay awake to study, I would snack at 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning so I could stay awake. So after that first year, I noticed that a lot of the clothes that I bought started to get a little snug. You know, nothing too crazy, just a little snug. And even though I knew I was gaining the weight, I wasn't ready to do anything about it because my life was so much easier eating. You know, food became like a comfort for me. It was like, I'm bored, time to eat. This is a great movie. I should have something to eat with this. I got to study and stay awake. Let me get something to eat. So food was like centered around everything. And because I was hanging out too and going out with my friends on weekends and things of that nature, it was just food, 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 food. And all of a sudden, like none of my clothes were fitting me. And then I kind of was like, okay, you know, this is getting a little bit out of control. The church that I go to, they have a Facebook page and they take pictures of us while we're doing things like worship leading or singing. And the Sunday I worship led, there was a picture of me. And when I say I was scrolling through the feed and I saw that picture, I was like, that girl looks so familiar, but I do not know who she is. Y'all, I saw that picture and I was like, oh my God, I gained a lot of weight. But it was crazy. Like when I saw the picture, I was like, oh my God, I really gained a lot of weight. I was shocked. I was so shocked. So I've been avoiding the scales this whole time. 1L year, second year of law school, avoiding the scales. Or an outfit didn't fit, I would just put it in the back of my closet so I can ignore the issue. I was just avoiding it and avoiding it and avoiding it. And I think because I am tall, I'm like 5'8.5". I think because I'm tall, I can carry weight well and I can camouflage it well. But I knew, you know, maybe other people didn't know, but I knew. When I saw myself naked, y'all, I was like, girl, you got to do something. It was in my face. It was like my arms. It was like everything. Like I was just carrying the weight everywhere. And I stepped on a scale I think it was the middle of July, beginning of July, I can't really remember. And the scale number shocked the heck out of me. It was 183, 182, 183, something around there. And I was shocked because I've never been that size without being pregnant. So I was like, oh my goodness, I really, really lost control. And it explains why none of my clothes were fitting me. It explains why I wasn't as confident as I usually am in things that are fitted like this. It explains all of that. And I was out of control. So when I first saw that weight looking at me, and I really looked at myself in the mirror, and I was like, girl, like for real, you gained a lot of weight. I wasn't ready to do the work. I wanted a quick fix. So I was actually one of those people on the internet, like looking for like, you know, lose weight fast by drinking this tea, and lose weight fast by taking these, you know, supplements, and all you got to do is this 20-day cleanse and you can drop 15 pounds. And all those things were appealing to me because I just had to lose this weight, and I didn't want to do slow and steady wins the race. I wanted it gone, and I wanted it gone now. So obviously a lot of those things don't work, and they mess with your body and they mess with your metabolism. And I had a friend that was telling me, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. So I refrained to try something that's more of a lifestyle change, because I recognized that I had a very unhealthy relationship with food. Food is supposed to be fuel. Food is not supposed to be entertainment or like, you know, like joy or happiness or sadness or sorrow. You're not supposed to connect your food with emotions. And unfortunately, that's what I was doing. So I had to figure out a way that I can change the way that I looked at food without starving myself and without feeling hungry and without feeling frustrated and all those other things. So I talked to a couple of friends, and the keto diet came up. So with keto, how it works, for those of you that don't know, is it's a balance of healthy fats, protein, and good carbs like leafy greens and things of that nature. So you stay away from sugar, you stay away from bread, pastas, rice, like grain food, you know, things like that. So it was hard at first, but I stuck to it, and I've been doing it since the middle of July. And one of the first things that I noticed, like probably like week 2, all of a sudden my energy levels changed. I used to be so tired, and I thought I was so tired because I was working full-time, being a mommy full-time, and going to school full-time. But nah, it was my diet that was making me really, really tired. Like all those sugars, burning those sugars off. It was just my body was working overtime. So as soon as I started doing keto, I noticed that I had a lot more energy. And I was like, wow, this is really good, because I need energy. I have to chase 3 little beautiful girls around. I got school, I got work. So that energy was a definite kick. And the next thing I noticed is that my clothes started to fit a little bit better. Like I wasn't 100% there, but I noticed that I wasn't as self-conscious in things that were fitted. You know, I just felt like I was starting to slim out, and I just kept it going. And then after a while, I told myself that I wasn't gonna step on the scale until I did this consistently for like 3 months. Because sometimes when you're trying to lose weight, you step on the scale and you don't see changes in the number, and then you kind of forget all the other changes that you see in your body. And I didn't want to discourage myself and say, oh, it's not working, back to eating sugar, nom, 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 nom. That's literally what I would have done. So I decided to stay away from weighing myself until I did like a full 3 months of this. So it was last Sunday, I put on a dress for church, and this dress, y'all, has not been able to even come on this body since, I don't even know, since like my 2nd year of law school. And I was putting it on last Sunday, and not only did it fit, but it fit comfortably. I mean, I looked good in it, and I was like, oh snap, I think that this keto thing is really, really working. So I went to church, and everybody's like, wow, you look like you lost so much weight. And I was like, oh, really? You know, yay, high five. And I was excited because I felt like it was really, really, really working. So it's been about 3 months, July, August, September, end of September, which was last Sunday. And I got on a scale and I weighed myself. Now again, remember, I started off at like 183, 182. When I got on that scale on Sunday, the scale said 158. 158.4. 158.4. Like, y'all don't understand. My mind was blown because my life is still busy and I still don't have time to be sweating it out in the gym and, you know, going to the gym and doing all these workouts. I mean, I can make time, but right now it's just hard. It's hard to make time. So I was shocked. I was shocked that I lost that much weight just by changing my eating habits. And I thank keto for it, because how keto works is if you cut out all the sugar and the starchy things that you're used to eating, your body's gonna start burning fat as opposed to burning sugar all day. And that's the whole concept. Now again, I'm not a dietitian, I'm not a doctor, so if you want to try this, you better do the research for yourself and don't come. So a lot of people ask me like tips for keto, because a lot of my friends, they saw how successful it was for me, so they want to kind of know like what they should do. So I have some really quick tips. Number one, learn to find substitutes for the things that you like and you love to eat. Me, I really like pasta and rice, and that was really hard to give up. But then I figured out that the garden world has beautiful substitutes for pasta and rice. So I started making like zoodles, but I would just stir fry that, and then I have zoodles, and it tastes just like pasta. It's filling. Like, who knew that would be filling, but it actually is. Instead of rice and grain, I use cauliflower. So I make cauliflower fried rice, and I stir it out. I stir fry it, put some eggs in there, like really, really good. Breakfast is my favorite meal of the day, because I can have like a strip of bacon, some eggs, you know, things of that nature. So I've been loving it. I really have been loving it. It's not that hard. But if you guys have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the comments below. I just really want to do this video. It's kind of impromptu. I'm about to head out, and I was just like, you know, might as well talk about this, because I was shocked to see how much weight I lost. So if you have any questions, drop it below. It's 22 pounds, what is that? 22, 23, 24? I don't even know. But I lost a gang of weight, y'all. And I'm excited about it. Like, I see it in my face. I see it in my arms. Like this dress that I have on today. Let me just get up to show you. Okay. This is a mother of 3, okay? And there's no girdle, there's no Spanx, y'all. This is just me. So you see what I'm saying? Like, I lost some weight. This is actually getting like too big. This used to be so tight, and now I have so much space in it. It's crazy, 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 crazy. But you know, it works. So that's it. Peace.